goodness, and Tim Unlu goes over a tenth of a second fast.
Well, I don't even. Is this thing working? It is working. Uh, hello, and I really don't know how to start this. This is my first time doing this. Wrong thing. We are here at Monaco for Formula Trout F3 2017, and I will be your streamer for today. My name is Angel. I raced last race at Silverstone. Had very bad ping. You probably know me from that. Tire exploded on the back straight, but now I'm streaming. Uh, I've risen up the ranks, or you can kind of call me as a David Coulthard. I've become a presenter after kind of being mid. So, but yeah, practice session is now just ended as Cody Lawrence, not surprisingly, is at the top of the 123, but we have seen faster times on the server's leaderboard. So that's definitely going to be beating quali, as these guys are going to be pushing as much as they can. As I think most of them are in pits now, besides a few guys, as I think we're about to switch to the practice session. So I guess we'll just watch Oscar Williams right here. I forget this team's name, if I can go look at it. I gotta open the Trout server. Uh-oh. Nope, everything's fine. My Discord was just in racing. Yeah, very nice livery. I like this one. Red and white reminds me of the Haas livery from last year. Well, 2 years ago now, 2022. Set a purple second sector. That's his fastest second sector right there. But I think this is good. This is going to be his last lap in practice, as we are now in overtime. So, and I don't know if he's gonna be the last one to finish it. We also have oh, I was gonna say we have Wegervort. I probably pronounced that wrong. Finishing lap, but he stopped at the pits. What's Oscar Williams gonna set? Uh oh, as we are now back in pits. Now we shall wait for the qualifying session to begin, I guess. 49 seconds to go. And do not worry, you're not going to have to deal with change for too long. Alex Cochrane should be joining me in a bit, so if you guys don't like change and you like to stay where you're comfortable, don't worry, he will be coming soon, as he has told me. But as of right now, you got to deal with me, the American. So, yes, if I can find the link I had for it, I could tell you guys the standings. Here we go. Where is the team standings? Uh-oh, I cannot find the link. Well, I cannot find the link for the team standings. Sorry if I sound nervous. It's my first time doing this. But no time to be nervous, as qualifying is now just started. You see all these cars now starting to come out of the pits. As we have 14, I think it's 13 cars here today. There are 13 cars today, so don't mind me. I just want to know how many cars we have in total. As a 12-minute quali session. Set the fastest time. Hope you get pole position, but you're probably not, as we have guys like Steve Stevenson, Cody Lawrence, Barbary here. Very fast guys, and I think they're all on the same team too. If I remember correctly, yes, they all are on the same team. They're all younger GP drivers. This very green livery. If you didn't know, Steak F1 copied them, so yeah. I feel it's gonna be very corny because I've never done this before, at least not properly like this. But I think we can load up a track map. I don't have one. I will but I will go look at the live timings for you fellas. I think Steve Stevens was the first one to come out, and he will be the first set a lap. So we'll watch him, we'll watch him set a benchmark, and let's see how he does. I practiced a bit for this race, but obviously I'm streaming now, so I'm not racing. But this track, it's very fun in this car. Obviously, it's not an F1 car, so you have a lot more room to play with. But it also is very tricky, especially that last sector, the swimming pool section plus Rascas, to just how this car handles. As someone has just joined me, hello.
Hello.
And now you have your regular commentator back. Axe Cochrane.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
So I'll start. I will actually, so you can see.
Yes,
Here we go. Steve Stevenson is now on a lap right now. Do this. That's the last time I'll probably have it open. But alright. These sets. 39 is definitely not a competitive lap time, but that's just his out lap, so we're gonna see what he actually sets. Come down to the hairpin. It takes this. That's alright. Now, I don't know what a fast lap looks like here. I haven't seen anyone else hot laps besides my own, so. But these guys, these top 3 guys, younger GP drivers, have always been at the top of the leaderboards consistently. So, I'm expecting this to be a fast one. Maybe low 23s? You see as he crosses the line. He comes 23.3. There we go. That's the benchmark. That's what everyone has to beat. As Cody Lawrence sets a 24, Barbary 23.6. So he is the highest younger GP driver now. And it may stay that way, it may not. Well, we have to see. We should go look at some other people now. You have Piggy. That's just his name. No first name, it's just Piggy.
Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
That's his name. Kevin Bacon. Slots in P9, 3.7 seconds behind the fastest lap time. The leaderboard currently is the gap to the leader. So, yeah, but oh, as he hits the wall, that's his front wing definitely broken. I don't think he's gonna have to go back to the pits to get that fixed. But we also have some other cars. We have the chicken car here. I think he's in an in lap too. From the looks of things, a second down on his first sector, his personal best. After leaders first sector. Which I should clarify, this app right here that's telling you the sectors, it's based off the fastest lap of the race. But the colors are based off the drivers, if it's better, worse, or their fastest, so it's really confusing. But it's what I had in store, or available. There we go. Now I don't think anyone... Ooh! As Cody Lawrence sets a 23.5. Barbary beats him though, 23.4. So I think it's just going to be a shootout between these top 3 guys, the younger GP drivers. They have been consistently the fastest guys around. And even though Cody Lawrence...
No, don't rule out... I wouldn't rule out Oscar Williams. He's 9/10 off at the moment, but, you know, we've seen before in previous seasons, very, very fast driver, so...
Yeah, I don't know the Formula Trout lore as much as Cochrane does. I am a newbie to it. So, I don't know who to watch out for, who to look out for, but I just know that Cody Lawrence is fast. Kind of obvious. Alongside Barbary, we saw him in Premier Series last season. So, and he was a championship contender, didn't get it. That was Cody Lawrence. But he's definitely fast. So, we watch Oscar Williams here. Again, I really like this livery. This, like, very Haas-like livery from 2022. As I think he may be warming up or on an in-lap. We'll have to see as he... But he's weaving around, so
definitely, he definitely outdates the... not outdates, predates the Haas. Very, as you say, Infoward, the red, the black, the white, very iconic livery here in Trout. Jaap Wagenvort, Martin van der Land, you know, they've been pretty much a standout in every sprint series in the past. They don't really show up in the Premier Series that much, but here in sprint, here in the F3, They always, fighting for the championship now with Oscar Williams as well starting his lap. Yeah, it's a very good addition to their team.
And as they come up through, I forget what that corner's called, and now into the casino section. See what he can set for his first sector. Now, I do not have the live timing linked up, so I cannot see what the fastest sectors are. So, but he does set a personal best sector, 3/10 up also. So, he's starting off good.
Personal best sector for Williams, but Stevenson is also on a lap. He set a personal best of all-time best in the first sector, 22.2.
Yeah.
4/10 faster than Williams.
Yep, fastest first sector. Ooh, that loses a tiny bit, but he's not. But he's like marginally slower on his personal best in the second sector. Because ooh, the car bounces a bit through the swimming pool section. Which that's what I realized practicing for this. That swimming pool section in these cars, those curbs like to drag you into the walls. And I don't know if that's the track or the car. It could be either. But hitting that curb, going as close as you can to the wall, those curbs will try to give you. They will give you a lot of oversteer. That's a very simple way of explaining it.
It's a very stiff and lightweight car, so the curbs here at Monaco, it's a bumpy track anyway, a street circuit, and just spit you out.
Yeah, especially those higher curve coming out of the swimming pool section going into Rascasse. That caught me off a few times. Ooh, nice save.
Big slide.
Nice save from the American driver, Maryland born and raised.
Shades of Gerhard Berger in the Ferrari there. The big slide into the casino section, just out of the casino section. Really easy to lose the car over the crest, but keeps it in a straight line. Won't be good for his lap time though.
So he's on pole, and I may have the bias for this guy since he's from the same state I'm from. So, but he's on pole, and Thomas Barberry is getting out of the way of his teammate Cody Lawrence, who's also on a lap. Who also is at basically the same first sector. He's only a few hundredths off. But now, can he improve in the second sector? That's where Stevenson lost his time. We'll go on board with him as he goes through this lap.
The luxuries of sim racing. We can have the onboard camera through the tunnel.
Yep. Ooh. As he almost hits the wall there. Coming into the swimming pool section. Down. Oh, he's 4/10 down coming into the swimming pool, so I don't think this will be an improvement from Cody Lawrence. 8/10 down from the fastest man on the track right now, Steve Stevenson. 3 minutes to go as he runs down to the line. Let's see what he sets. I say 1:23, probably 0.6? 0.2. Faster. Yeah, it is faster. Oh, then that was wrong. Okay, what the... Because those all just turned green, so I don't know what happened. But I think he is going on another one.
Got the map open at the moment on my end. It's a very quiet track at the moment. Obviously, we got 13, 14 drivers here, but currently on track. It's really the first sector.
And Cody Lawrence fighting that car. He's seeing him slide out of the hairpin section going into the tunnel. He runs down to the hairpin. Yeah, ooh, Jesus. I think that might have just been some AC internet, but it seems like he hit the wall there, and oh, he's a second down. That may be wrong. I don't think that's right.
I don't know. Maybe he's backed out. There's 1 minute 50 left, so if he backs out this one, maybe I'll go another time round.
Yeah. But then again, his tires for multiple runs, tires are going to start wearing, especially with these cars.
True, but you have to rub them in the first lap, so it will be interesting to know. Maybe we can ask them after the race if they're qualifying on the used set, the scrubbed set, or the brand new set.
Yep. And Barberry sets the time, 23.4. As now, those are all our times right now. Barberry at 23 flat, and Steve Stevenson 22.6. That is very fast. I think the fastest time on the server was a 22.9 during practice. So that is a huge improvement. I think that lap was set by Stevenson also. As Barbary 10th down, first sector. So I think 30 seconds, 35 seconds to go. I think Steve Stevenson may have this in the bag. As we've really
Yeah,
only be focusing on the junker cars, but they're the ones fighting for pole right now. It's basically an inter-team fight for pole position right now. Cody Lawrence, 2/10 up, personal best second sector, but had a worse first sector, 10th down. As he crosses the line, I think he will improve, but will it be enough? No, he doesn't improve. 23-1. He's only a 10th behind, not even, he's 500ths behind his teammate Barbary, but not enough to clinch pole position as qualifying now ends for the man on pole. The Steven Stevenson, 122.6. Then Cody Lawrence is, oh, he hit the wall there. But still up a 10th.
Younger about to cross the line, I think. See if he improves.
Younger.
Not enough.
22.5, but still not enough. And I think Cody Lawrence is on another one also still. Look here, we have Oscar Williams. I think he's in front of both of the Junker cars currently. Both of the Junker cars, I think, just entered the tunnel, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he's up on his time.
He is 3/10 both in each sector. And he's 9/10 currently, so he could get Junger and even could get Cody Lawrence's. As Ventiland improves up to 7th. He was at the bottom half of the grid. Sorry, I can't remember the exact position as he crossed the line. 23-6. I think that is a slow. Oh! Perez, is that you? As Cody Lawrence crossed the line, 23 flat, and Barbary gets a 22-7. So that was a huge improvement from him, but still a 10th behind. Which just shows you how good that lap from Steve Stevenson was. I'm very sad we didn't catch it. But that is your grid for this race. Steve Stevenson, the man from Maryland, USA, on pole position, followed by the Frenchman of Thomas Barbary, and the other American of Cody Lawrence. I'm sorry, I don't know which state you're from. But that is a, and oh, how are we gonna forget Maximilian Younger P4? That is a 2-row lockout. Younger GP. I don't think Maximilian Younger can score points for the team as he is their reserve, but they're running 4 cars and they locked out the first 4 positions. So that's quite an achievement.
Yeah, impressive for sure. You know, Younger. Maxi's probably quite disappointed with that actually, because he said, you know, he likes Monaco. He's been fast there before, so P4 for him is a bit of a shame. But then I'm sure 1, 2, 3 for your team makes up for it.
Yeah, and Monaco, it's hard to overtake. So having the first 4 positions locked out by your team is just insanity. You basically just have what Ricardo did in 2018, but just multiplied by 4 cars. As you basically can just control the whole pace, I'm assuming, with this type of dominance. As the qualifying session fully ends now, you now have to wait 50 seconds for the race session. So, any predictions on who you think you're gonna win? I gotta go grab something, so you could talk to them. That would be great.
Probs. Yeah, it's interesting grid. Obviously, as Angel says, it's a bit of a grid where, you know, you can't really overtake around here. You got the top 4 cars are younger cars, and you got the next 3 are the Infoward cars, and then, you know, trailing behind that in P8, Tim Draper and the Toto Rosso. You kind of you're gonna have to expect one of the cars that wins the race to be a younger car. I doubt it's going to be Infoward, but stranger things have happened. You know, Williams in P5, if there's a bit of an accident near the start, might get away with it. 1 minute 30 now till lights out. The cars take their grid positions. Stevenson on pole, have the run into turn 1, see if his teammate Barbary can do anything about it. Lawrence in P3, we saw in Premier Series this trio battling all throughout the season in different teams, but here they are all in the same team, but all battling just as hard, I'm sure.
And now I am back. And I'm not helping the stereotype, but I just grabbed a burger. That was why I had to run. But 60 seconds left to go. A minute before the race starts, I will go in here and do that. So they do not crash into me coming on to the second lap. But Steve
That
Stevenson
would never happen.
on the pole. Maryland man. I'm not biased. I'm from Maryland too. Not biased. But he's on pole with a pretty convincing performance showing his pace around here. And again, if we could just look, it is a younger, I think that's how you pronounce it, GP lockout. But hey, you do have the you have Oscar Williams for, that's what's called InfoWard Racing. I don't know why it wasn't working when we were looking at qualifying, but 6 red lights because it's a set of Corsa, and Kunos is weird as they now come out as we finally start the Monaco Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. Good start from Stevenson as he gets away pretty well. That's a really good start from Stevenson. As now they come up to turn 1, Cody Lawrence, Thomas Barbary in second still, I think. As we got some smoke there. Oh, that's a big crash in the background. I think that's Thomas Barbary. Yo, that's Younger in the background. I think he hits the wall. Back down to P10. As we go back up the field now, the other 3 younger EP cars of Stevenson, Barbary, and Lawrence keep the top 3. I think that's Wagonort. I don't know if you're pronounced that. I'm so sorry. Getting past his teammate of Williams. I think that's... Well, I think we just saw the most action we see at Monaco, but hey, you never know. Lap 1 is kind of where you see most of the action, but if anyone would like to send it down into the chicane, I would not mind that.
I don't know, we might see it. These cars are quite small. Piggy falls down the order.
If he falls down the order, maybe he hit the wall. That's the Trout skinned car, solo driver. Stuff Snow Jagger hitting the wall, too. As now we are in for 20 minutes of racing around Monaco in these very small, lightweight cars. As well, maybe a shame Younger had a first lap incident down P10. It's still top 3 lockout for Younger. One less than they would have liked, but still top 3 positions.
Gives us something to watch there. I'm sure he's going to be climbing his way up the order. P10 at the moment, 18 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure he won't finish P10.
Yeah, and 2 tenths behind the Rodacchia.
Williams gets past Younger, gets past Wagenvort.
Wagenvort. I think that was T1 as we go back to Younger, see if he gets anything turn 1. Doesn't seem to. I think this is the closest thing we're going to get to a battle as of currently. We have, I think, 5 cars here. All within a second.
Just Monaco things.
Yep. Oh, he thought about it.
To the inside, but yeah, not enough braking zone.
Yeah, not enough braking zone, and I don't even think enough turning radius, even with these smaller cars. As F1 cars, the default RSS F1 cars, if any viewers have used them, it's very difficult to turn a full 360 in Monaco, and even with these cars, I think it's a bit difficult to even go side by side with it. Now, where Rodacchio is really close to Tim Draper. That's his name. Yep, it is. Very close to Tim Draper. He may want to someone down at turn 1, which I think that's your main overtaking zone. I think it's turn 1 in the hairpin. Oh, someone locks up and he's real close. He's right on the rear end of Tim Draper as coming into the main straight. And I think, again, like I was saying, I think turn 1 and the hairpin are your best bets for overtaking. Goes, ooh, jeez.
Ooh.
He gets real close, locks up. Yeah, Younger has a void, but now I think he's side by side with Rodacchio in the chicken car.
Let's switch to Lance Stroll.
Oh!
Around the outside. Oh, they touch.
Oh, they touch, and that's Rodacchio into the wall backwards. It's gonna definitely be damage for him. I did switch off as a joke because I didn't think anything was gonna happen, but thankfully I switched back in time.
Yeah, we caught it. It's a shame to see.
Yeah, shame to see.
Sure,
I
Younger
think
doesn't mind.
we did see only like the last bit of it, so they were going side by side. someone may report that it may be a racing incident. I don't know from what we caught, but that's for Dacia down in P12, but it's younger up to P9, but with maybe a penalty over his head for that incident. No. See. So, yep. Younger is down 5 positions currently. I think that's wrong. Start P4, so yeah. Or did start P3? I forget. It was Stevenson, Barbary, Corns. So I think that's wrong. I think he's down 4 positions currently. No, he's down 5. I'm dumb. Yeah, no, he's down 5 positions currently. That's right. I don't know why I was confusing myself. But yeah, but everyone else has relatively gained position. Everyone has gained a position, with their Dacia down 2, and the top 3 seem the exact same as it was in qualifying. That's just showing you how confident they are and how good of a start they all got. Stevenson especially. I don't think anyone's gonna stop in this race. It's a 20-minute race. Now. Yeah, and Younger's still one closest to another car, 4 tenths behind Tim Draper here in I forget this team's name. It's a very
but
Toro Rosso.
Stevenson.
Stevenson? Oh. Barry Pet what? What? Oh, there we go.
He's not past Stevenson.
It's
back
not.
to normal.
That was a leaderboard glitch. Dacia is now in 4th. Uh-oh.
I think Vantaland.
Oh, Vantaland has crashed though. Oh, that's a big jump. I think that was where Dacia had to jump over the curb.
Yeah, I think Vantaland went off at swimming pool. A few cars got mixed up in it.
Yeah, but you saw the chicken car had to jump. Well, chickens can't fly. I was gonna say fly, but had to jump over that curb. And man, if we had replays, I want to see that back again because he really did jump over that curb. The whole car, all 4 wheels, got off the ground from what I saw. But yeah, leaderboard is now fixed. Here's your top 3 is still the same. Don't worry, Stevenson hasn't crashed. But Vantaland spun in the swimming pool down to P11. That moves Younger up to P7 though, which I was gonna say that would be good for the team's championship, but I don't think he can score points if I'm correct, since he is I think reserves if they drive. Yeah, they can.
Drivers though important. Obviously, Younger is very consistent. I'm sure he'll probably be at every round as well. And there is the dropped round to think of. Obviously, R2 isn't here today, but that dropped round will come in handy if he makes every other race. Won't change the championship that much.
Yep.
At this early stage, at least.
Yep. Tim Drapers is now under 2nd. Well, he got passed by Younger. We missed that actually. Huh.
I think it was in the kerfuffle when Vantaland went off. Wagenborts apparently hit the wall somewhere, but seems to be continuing.
Thomas Barber just set a 0.2 and Cody Lawrence at a 0.4, 24.4 and 4.2 respectively. So it seems they're very equal on pace. I don't have every lap they've done charted out, but some of these guys are pretty equal on pace. Maybe Barber is a bit faster from what we saw that lap, but who knows? But man, Stevenson has just kind of been driving. Like, there's no really other way to put it. Put kind of Max Verstappen to shame with this. Moments ago, and even Stevenson has led every single lap here at Monaco.
Yeah, Vantaland's very close to Kevin Bacon.
Oh,
Berdocci as well getting through.
Oh, Berdocci, yeah, he gets past Vantaland.
I wonder if Vantaland has damage after going off at the swimming pool.
Maybe. I don't think he hit the wall. I think he just spun. But he may have got a bit of damage.
Difficult not to hit the wall here, though.
Yeah. See him all come down the tunnel. We go. Oh. A lock up for Piggy. You guys are very close. As reduction thinks about sitting it down the inside? No, he doesn't do it. Oh, his Ventolin spins.
Shame to see.
Man,
Will he get going again?
see. Don't hit the wall. There you go.
Slowly and surely, he gets away. Just during that as well, it looks like Younger's got past Stoey and go up to P6 for Younger.
Yeah, it's nice. He's making his way slowly but surely up the grid. 10-minute 30 roughly to go in this race. He's,
6 seconds to
yeah, 6 seconds to Wagner and 7 to Williams. So he's gonna have to make a lot of time in these last 10 minutes roughly. Just to get into that
in
top
clear air,
five.
though, you know, if you're a fast driver, you can just pound those lap times in, maybe gain a second, 1.5 a lap if you've got the confidence. Just don't lose the car whilst you are pushing around here, because it is easily done.
Yeah, so we have Williams. I think the top 4 have basically been pretty comfortable. Being considered as Barbary sits 23 flat compared to Lawrence's 23.8. I think Barbary might have the edge, and that's the leaderboard glitching out again. Oh, we're gonna check on Dacia, see what making him jump with leaderboard for 2 seconds there.
Yeah, I think
squirrely.
Draper was in the wall. He's got go. Oh, Cyprian's off somewhere. I think Cyprian's hit the wall hard. Apparently,
Oh,
going okay. We had on the telemetry that he hit the wall at 80 kilometers an hour. So I don't know if he just brushed the wall, maybe with his front wheel, whilst going 80 kilometers an hour out of the final corner, perhaps. But yeah, he's still going on all right now. 4 seconds to Draper behind. Doubt he's going to catch Younger, who's passed him a few laps ago. Oh, Redacio's off at Casino.
Casino. Oh, and that's... Is that him out? Nope, that's him going. Thought he might have fully broke his engine there. But no, he's going, and that's the info forward car of Oh!
Oh!
Oh, George Russell there.
Yeah, loses the rear. I guess that he will have damage. We've seen him in the wall so many times now, maybe even suspension damage.
Yeah. We go on board, maybe we can see some. Oh, it seems his suspension's pretty fine. Right?
Yeah. Braking into the chicane. Still late on the brakes, so yeah, the car does look okay. Just maybe the tires have started to go. Big snap of oversteer through the last corner. Yeah, so the tyres, I think, have just started to go for Vansland. Maybe with the spins, they're overheating, you know, as they wear. It's usually quite, you know, in Formula 1, for example, they say it's quite soft on the tyres here. They use, you know, the softest compounds available, but, you know, these are little cars. They rely a lot more on mechanical grip as well. So.
Yeah, you're also spinning the rears a lot more. You can especially feel it through the exit going onto the tunnel, especially the hairpin. It's much different because you don't have the downforce or whatever of F1 cars, especially, and you don't have the weight either of the Formula 1 cars. That's why we're like the hairpin. You just kind of slam the throttle out of the hairpin to get it as fast as you can.
Ooh, bargain vault, I think. Picking up some damage, flagging up. I think a lot of drivers brushing the wall at quite high speed. It's not going to be doing the aero very much good. Although, as you say, you know, these cars are very light. They don't have much aero anyway, and at a track like this, does it really matter?
Yeah, but the very little aero they do have, breaking one of these wings does affect the car a good bit when it comes to stability. Which, around here, you don't want a car that'll oversteer at a random moment's notice.
Or even understeer, you know, as they come through Casino now, you wouldn't want the car just not to turn straight on into the wall. Ooh, big slap.
Yeah, big snap, but I think, yeah, Wagner did get some damage. Younger's now making up heaps of time compared to him. P6, aiming to get P5, overtaking Wagner for it. Come down to the tunnel now, 1.5. Yeah, he's getting like kind of every few seconds. tunnel. See how much he gains through the hairpin. Now look at that, 2/10 just through the hairpin. So yeah, I think Wagner definitely is being affected by having some damage to the aero of his car.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go or so, just under. Will he have enough time to make a move, even if he can catch? The common saying, catching is one thing, passing is another. It's true at any track, but here at Monaco, I think that is
Probably the most true it's
above
been.
all else, yeah.
But he's now, I think, under a second, 24.5 compared to 25.3. He's almost a second. He's a second faster. He's around a second faster than Wagonwart.
Yeah, this
As it
could get
seems.
spicy. We've seen before between these two drivers. Back in the Formula Lithium, the previous sprint series, we had Younger and Wagenhort get into a bit of a boxing match basically around here in those cars back on the same track. I think there was 3 or 4 incidents. They came together multiple times. Lots of incident reports. Obviously, you know, they move on from it. They race again, but that'll be on their minds, I'm sure, having done this before.
Yeah, now down to half a second. The gap now between Younger and Wagonwart. Down to the hairpin. I don't think he's going to send it. He needs to play it safe, try to get a safe overtake. But oh,
You
yeah.
see how much faster he is.
Look how much faster he's coming out and just through the hairpin. Now they get that little... I don't think that's realistic with his little bump there in that left-hander. Went through the swimming pool and yeah. Hey, maybe it's removed through Rascast around the outside?
Around the outside. No way.
No. Wagner's just able to stay ahead. They come through Rascast on the main straight and maybe it's a move down to turn 1 for Younger. Around the outside, I just don't think he can get it done.
No, I think Younger needs to be patient. You know, there is only 4 minutes left, but he's not going to catch Williams. 14 seconds the gap to him, so Younger just needs to bide his time, make the overtake when it counts, get it done cleanly.
I think and Piggy and Radacci are fighting also. Oh no, I think that's just him. They aren't fighting as that's a lap car. I think Snowdier.
Snowdier, yeah.
Snowdier. I'm American, I'm sorry. But as they come through the hairpin, they are so close. Now, I think this is where the move's gonna get done finally. He gets a good exit, and with the slipstream of these cars being pretty strong, they're gonna see it get done here. Maybe not. He's a bit too far on 2/10.
He goes defensive, but this will compromise his exit. But then
it doesn't really
Younger
matter.
has to back up as well. Yeah, Younger just has to wait for Wagenhort to get back on the power.
Come through the swimming pool section now. 3 minutes left on the timer. And this is the closest battle we have. A man with a lot of damage versus a man who is pushing his car to the absolute limit. And that's that for here in Monaco, where you can't really overtake. Having someone slowing you down this much is not fun. Go up the I don't remember what this section's called though. The run up to Casino.
Yeah, I can't remember either. The hill.
The hill. Ah, yeah, that works. Now, ooh, little snap. I think that was oversteer. Try to correct it, almost into the wall. And now, coming out of the hairpin, there is 2 minutes left of this race.
It's holding on.
I'm just holding on, but I don't know how long you'll be able to hold on. I think Younger may have to just commit to just sending it one of these days. As I think we could see through here again. He's much slower through the hairpin. But then, yeah, he just can't keep it since he's just much slower on the exit also.
It's almost like he's going to have to back off before the braking zone so he can get a good exit out the corner instead of just sticking close behind his gearbox. Having to back off, reacting to the car in front.
Yeah. So, almost hit the rear of Wagenhort there, coming into Rascast, and oh, now he's right on him to turn 1. Yeah, but Wagenhort's just gonna Wagvort is just defend the inside. Yep. Just can't get past.
Ooh, both
Ooh,
of them in the wall.
they're in the wall. Not little damage is not gonna help Younger, and it's definitely not gonna help Wagenvort.
Yeah, I think this is the final lap of the race for them.
Yep, yeah, I don't think it's been the last lap.
Depending on where Stevenson is. Actually, I think Stevenson's going to get another lap, so...
Yeah, Stevenson's gonna get another lap, but I think this might be the last lap for these guys, as it's when the timer ends, then when you cross the line, right? As
No, the leader needs to cross first, I believe, so... Yeah, it will be another lap, these two to battle. Stevenson comes through the last few corners, 30 seconds, so it will probably be another lap after this one for...
it will be another
Younger
lap for
Wagenvort.
Stevenson. As we come back to Younger. Oh, and I think he might have taken our advice. Try to stay back at that braking zone. Get a run through swimming pool.
Even Stoyan's catching behind.
Yeah, that's how much Wagenvort's slowing Younger right now. We can finally start seeing Stonian catch up to this two-car group. As there was a
they
bit of
touched.
contact. They touched.
Will he go through?
Oh,
No, he does wait.
oh, and he stalls
but
it.
that allows that allows Stoyan to get through.
And he
Actually,
stalls
he's
it.
not happy with that. Yeah, bogged down on the exit. Bit
Yeah,
weird to
no,
see
I know what
that.
he exactly did there. He switched. I think he might. He either just went to first and was just in really low revs, or he switched to neutral and had to switch back to first because you have to hold in the clutch if you do that.
You need the clutch. You need the clutch, Maxi. Rookie mistake from the four-time champion El Quattro.
As he just bogs down, he stalls basically the car there, and loses two positions in the
Stoyan up
process.
P6.
Yeah, so it's Stoyan to P6 for CRG. As I don't know that's leaderboard being weird again, but here's the man who has led every single lap. I don't know if he has the fastest lap, but I wouldn't be surprised. But he comes to around the final corner, down the mid straight, and at the Principality, the USA driver of Steve Stevenson wins the Monaco Grand Prix in pretty dominant fashion.
A great job there from Stevenson. Baberi up in P2, Lawrence P3, Younger 1, 2, 3. Only Williams breaks the front row with the front two rows as they started. Younger dropping down to P7 after a disappointing start. Infoward in P4.
Oh, but Stoyan is actually really close to Wagenvort. He may try to go on the
Can
outside.
Stoyan,
Oh,
can he do what Maxi couldn't?
I don't think so. Unless he gets a great run. No, that's gonna be a that was a really good defensive Wagenvort. P5 for Infoward Racing.
Yeah, well deserved. Very, very good defensive driving there from Yap.
Yeah, that just shows you how difficult it is to overtake a Monaco in any car. What's going on over here? Their little drone. Oh,
Rosberg did.
yeah, the Rosberg did. Yeah. So on your screen is your top 3 finishers, all Younger GP cars. I think that's a grand total of how many points would that be for the constructors? 25 plus 18 plus 15. Plus 1, because I bet one of them got the fastest lap. Which, did we do fastest lap here?
It's not awarded points, but it's tracked. I think fastest lap was Stevenson.
Yeah, so that would... So, yeah, they're going to be taking home 58 points from the first race of the day. Point scores are from P1 to P10, same as Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, any really open wheel series in the world that's not F4 or under. But
So Rosso in shambles.
Yep. It was a good race from Oscar Williams though. Got a good start, kept it in P4. And was able to just stay there for the whole race. And Wagenvort especially, P5. Clearly a damaged car, I'm pretty sure. And he was definitely struggling, but was able to keep it P5 in front of a very fast Younger and a fast Stoyan. Props for him to catching up to those two cars around the end of the race and even almost getting that P5 at the end. So now we wait for the second race to begin, as I guess we can get an overview shot of
I'm not sure how this is going to go. Reverse grid, obviously, here in Sprint Series. There'll be a Marco Radocchia, then Roberto Radocchia in P2.
Oh, someone's still crossing the line. Wait. Oh. Who is that?
Tito Rosso car, I think. Oh, no. Piggy.
That was Piggy, and Yeah, I think, yeah, now he has finished the race. So, yeah, that is currently it for the first race. And dominant performance from Steve Stevenson. Very dominant. But now, I think, once they spawn the grid, we're going to see something very cool. And that's Steve Stevenson starting from P10, I believe. Correct.
Yeah, it'll be an exciting one. See where they end up at the end of the race. Who can stay on track? Who can avoid the walls here at Monaco? I'm kind of dreading what this race start will be like. No offense to the drivers, everyone's very talented here, but it's a complete reversal of the last race, and yeah, it'll be an interesting one. 20 seconds before they take the grid.
Well, they all just sit in their pit box currently. Let me go take a peek. Here they are. But yeah, but the thing is, I don't know. A lot of these top guys are gonna be starting at the back, but again, the brakes on these cars, it's very easy to lock up, especially if you're pushing them. But yeah, due to the reverse grid so we have a reverse grid for our second race, same amount of time, 20 minutes, but the top 10 get reversed and only the top 8 score points. So, as it stands, both Redacias are locking out the front row. That is a front row lockout for Stala Alnak. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Yeah, Stella Alnak, the chicken car.
Chicken car, yep. With Tim Draper P4, Younger starting in the same position. He's starting in the same position at P4. Stallion P5, Wagavort P6, Lawrence P7, P8 for Barbary, P9 for Stevenson, and Piggy starts P10. And there's 30 seconds left to go on the clock.
Yeah.
Now, 6 flights again, and for the final time today, here at the Monaco Street Circuit, as they now start to go out, and it's lights out, and away we go for race 2 at round 2 here at Monaco. Both Redacias get a decent start. Tim Draper side by side with the other Redacia driver, as they come into a bit of contact. Turn 1. That's a CRG car off in the background. I think that's Stoyan. As Marco Redacia keeps the lead. Tim Draper trying to go side by side with Roberto Redacia, but can't keep it side by side. Falls back. Younger still P4. Wagner still P5. Williams still P6. Stevenson is P7. Past Cody Lawrence. Past Thomas Barbary. So that is an impressive start from him, especially here at Monaco. As the chicken car is kind of coming into contact here at the hairpin. I think one might try to overtake the other. No, he stays behind.
Oh, Oscar hard into the wall in the background.
Yeah, and I think, that was a big hit. Here we see just kind of the chaos coming down over here. Thomas Barbary, I think that's side by side with Cody Lawrence. Yes, it is. Teammates fighting here at Monaco. That's someone breaking very late. I think it's Tim Draper. As Thomas Barbary gets ahead of Cody Lawrence, seeming to be the slowest Younger GP car here today. As that's Steve Stevenson side by side with Williams, I think? Yeah, that's Williams. And gets ahead. Yeah, oh my god, Steve Stevenson starting P9, P6. And only the first lap. That's an insane start. Because now he has to get past Wagenvort, the guy who defended from his reserve teammate. That's slower and losing the rear of the car a bit there. Now, that is Wagenvort trying to get past. Younger and Wagenvort have now just switched positions. Wagenvort is now trying to attack Younger for P4.
No, Younger's been ahead the whole time. It's a bit of a Younger GP sandwich for him right now.
They swap position from
last race. Yeah. It's a club sandwich with Infowoods and Younger GP.
Yeah, I saw Wagenvort think about it, go back to line though. As he comes to the hairpin, thought about it again. You can see him kind of poking, and then just thinking better about it. It was, that's a really tight line.
So close.
Yeah, but the Radacci is still leading, and I think they may benefit from this chaos here. The middle pack have faster drivers overtaking slower ones getting good runs on the faster ones. So
Oh,
this may
I would love to see Radocchia take the win here.
take a
17 minutes to
1-2.
go,
They are
but
currently 1-2, and I think.
that would
And
be
Tim
great.
Draper is P3
Oh,
currently.
they've touched in the background.
Oh, and that's Steve
Who's
Stevenson
that
off.
round? Stevenson.
The winner of last round spun around. I couldn't tell by who, but spun around down to P10 behind the CRGD. That's not what he wants. It was such a good start too for the lap 1. Out to P6, started P9. He's back down, and that's
Williams
Barbary.
further up, and Barbary, yeah.
Yeah, Barbary now fighting Cody Lawrence. Cody Lawrence being past Barbary, too.
Yeah, Williams and Oscar and Thomas came together through the swimming pool section, just got shunted to the side a little bit, allowed Cody Lawrence to get through. Piggy facing backwards out the last corner.
Oh, he gets spun back around. I think it's Steve Stevenson getting past the G car again, really quickly, too. But I think we'll try to focus right now on this 3-car battle right now. 2 younger being led by 1 in forward car of give me a sec. Yaffa Wagnavort. Ooh, is that younger getting past Tim Draper?
Barging his way past Tim Draper.
Yeah. Just sent it in there and gets past. Probably. Was it a contact?
Hell yes, sure, there was 100% contact.
So that may be a bit of damage for both their cars, but he's in P3, and as we saw from last round, in the position he was in, being ahead of the other cars is very important, especially when your tires start to
Yeah. Elbows out touring car style, but Younger took his chance when he had to. He wants to make the gap to Wagenvort behind, wants to be able to make the moves on Radocchia without having the inward car breathing down his neck. And that could be key.
Yeah, and having Tim Draper, who, not to be mean, has been a bit slower in these younger cars, it's gonna help a bit, create a gap between the top 3 in this bottom pack of the bottom half of the grid. As right now, this whole middle portion of the grid is very mixed with very fast people who were on the podium last race, and then these people who were in the midfield fighting really hard. As Steve Stevenson does the fastest lap at 22.9. So definitely has not lost his speed between the 2 sessions. And he is definitely pushing. He wants to get the positions back. He's a second behind Barbary right now, his teammate. I keep seeing this Wagner sticking out, getting out of the line, maybe thinking about it. But I don't think
Younger.
as he gets really close there, as Younger, and no, as the Radocchia cars are now getting attacked by Younger, and I think they may have to really put the word team and teamwork, as this is a really good position, P1 and 2 for Dallara with Roberto and Marco Radocchia. This could be a really big points haul if they're able to keep the position. And
what's Radocchia?
Radocchia goes behind. He's really slow. That's Marco Radocchia, the second car, is really slow through these sections. I think he might have damage, maybe?
No, I think some kind of weird team orders, but completely backfired, completely misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Where the other cars were, just falling down the order after that. I think he just tried to let Roberto through.
Oh, it gets hit on the rear end by Oscar Williams. But yeah, I think you're right. I think there was some weird, strange team orders trying to keep it side by side, but let the other teammate by. It just didn't work out. Lost 4 positions due to that.
Younger side by side with Radocchia, though.
And Younger, I think, may now just take the lead of this race. Side by side. Marco
Around
Radocchia.
the outside at Casino. Through he goes.
Yep, just more confident on the gas, able to turn the car more and gets into the lead. And really only a lap to go, it looked like a great position. Stalianko. I'll knock we're in. Now it's all faded away with a different car leading the race, and one of their cars down in P4. Not 4. That's Magnavoid. That's where's the other Dodge? P9.
Yeah, just got passed by Lawrence and Stevenson in one corner.
Yep, and now it's now it really is the reverse. We have Younger solely at the front with all the other younger cars at the back trying to make their way through.
Importantly, though, Wagenvort is still behind Draper. It took Maxi about 1 lap to get through. Yap is still behind him, and will have Roberto Radocchia to get past too.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Younger can just drive away from this pack.
Yeah, 2 cars to get through to attack Younger. And while I think he may be faster, I think it's just so hard to overtake in these cars around here, not because of the dirty air or anything. I think it is. I think it's different. I think it's the brakes. Really, honestly, it's very easy to lock in here, and even if you decide to send an overtake, you risk locking up your brakes really early and not being able to back out until it's too late.
Yeah, most circuits you have the runoff area, but here you have the wall, and the wall does not take any prisoners.
As ooh, I think there was a bit of contact, very minor, between Draper and Wagenwort. As ooh, that's a younger car getting really out there. Rear end snapping out during the middle of casino.
Teammates touching there. Williams is getting very, very impatient behind Wagenvort. Wagenvort unable to do anything about Tim Draper. Still stuck behind him. 12 minutes to go here. Williams is right on his gearbox. Behind those, the three younger cars of Barberi, Lawrence, and Stevenson, all itching to go through.
Yeah. I think he may send it now. Ooh. Thought about it, but just backed out the last second. Didn't think he was gonna get sufficiently side by side. But yeah, now Tim Draper's really holding these guys up. You can see how packed this like 6-car group is getting because of Tim Draper.
Yeah, I think Wagenvort, he's being patient. He's just trying to pressure Draper into a mistake, but
Oh,
I
now
don't
his
think that's
teammate's
what he needs
attacking
to
him.
do as Oscar goes through.
Teammate's attacking him as now he goes side by side with Tim Draper. A bit of contact. As he might get pushed to the wall there. Ooh, his teammate
Williams
off.
goes round.
That's Williams going around. That was a big gag of cars as DNFs in this race.
Yeah, I was going to say Wagenvort was just being maybe a bit too patient. You know, sometimes you do need to get your elbows out. You do need to push yourself through. And Wagenvort wasn't willing to do that. His teammate kind of got sucked into the pack of younger.
Oh, and that's a younger car going on to Tim Draper.
Ooh.
Barberi just kind of sending it through onto Draper. I think they had a bit of contact also as well. And now I think there's about to be a gaggle of younger cars just fully attacking Draper. That's Cody Lawrence. Oh, that's a big crash. Both younger cars, Stevenson and Lawrence, as they almost block the track for these other cars that get out the way of Stoyan and Williams. That was a
disaster of a race for Stevenson.
Yeah, that was a big crash from Lawrence, and it's the complete opposite of last race. Stevenson dominating last round to now being stuck in this bottom half of the grid, not even scoring points currently as he stands P9. Only the top 8 score points with this reverse grid for round 2. But it stands, Younger, even if he's not scoring points, has had a pretty good race up to this point. He's pulled a gap. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. And he's been able to pull it thanks to just his pace and also Tim Draper kind of holding up this. Tim Draper was holding up that gap of cars, and now a lot of them have passed him. But with 10 minutes
now, Wagenvort still has to get past Radocchia, who is, 2 seconds or so up the road. So good job for Roberto at the moment. The chicken car is doing a great job there.
And with around and Feel, the only person really who could probably fight him being Wagenwort or Barberi, Younger. That's
huge into the wall.
And as I just say that, he collects Tim Draper, and as I just say that about Barberi being able to maybe make up the time, hits the wall.
Oh, Lawrence is round at Casino. Lawrence is round as well.
Lawrence Franks,
Disaster.
Tim Draper's DNF.
Cars.
This was becoming all out disaster here at Monaco.
Exactly what we like to see. Imagine the drama we're gonna get after this.
Yeah. It's now Wagenwort is very close to Radocchia now, 6/10, closest battle on track currently. And I think this is going to be the battle to the end. I don't think with them battling, either of them could really catch up to Younger. So.
Yeah, Younger, as I said, he maybe got his elbows out, got the contact with Draper, got the contact with Radocchia to get through, but it's paid off. He's built up a 5-second gap here. Wagenvort still has to get past Radocchia. I don't know if he'll manage it. We've seen he was just too patient with Draper. Didn't get past him until there was contact, and then, there's 8 minutes to go now. He doesn't have much pressure from behind as he's in the wall out of turn 1, just loses the rear of the car.
Yeah, now, and I think the thing about his tires, he's pushing these now, constantly trying to get past Radocchia. Well, Radocchia, I think, has been able to just kind of slowly just keep his pace in the same level throughout this, mainly the whole race, and maybe even save it a bit. So, what do you think about these? I think a lot of these people's tires are now messed up, especially people like Lawrence Stevenson, who've been in these massive crashes where their tires are dragging across the asphalt. So, and with 7 minutes 30 seconds left to go and a 5-second gap between Younger and the next closest car of Roberto Verdaccia, I don't see how like this race ends with Maximilian Younger not winning. But I have a question. I do have a question. If Younger can't score points, does that mean Verdaccia gets the full amount of points?
No.
Oh yeah,
Younger
because they
can
still
score
can't.
points himself.
They score points themselves, but not towards the teams. Yeah, I just remember.
Not towards the teams, yeah. So Radocchio for Stella Alnak will score the same points for second place. Just no one will be awarded the full points total for first.
Stevenson again gets past Stoian through Rascas.
How many laps can he go before he's in the wall then? Have to do it all over again.
Yeah, he could get P5 realistically, and maybe even P4 if he really wants to push it in these last 6-7 laps. Not 6-7 laps, 6-7 minutes, my bad. But yeah, Younger, P1, will get 25 points for him in the driver's standing. Sadly, Younger, due to him being reserved, won't be able to benefit from that 25. If it's 25, I don't remember the reverse point standings. Oh, that's Verdaccia's car getting spun out.
The track is blocked. Go on, yeah. Oh, what is happening?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no! This is bad. This is bad. That's a car flip. The chicken car's flipped. And that's him retired. That's Roberto Verdaccia retired.
Right. By some miracle, Stevenson is in P2.
Yeah, Stevenson is in P2 now. 15 seconds behind his teammate, reserve teammate.
The stewards.
The
stewards will have something to say about that.
I would say something about that. That's a big lockup from Cody Lawrence back there. Huge puff of smoke.
Yeah, but Wagenvart just too close to Radocchia there, spun him round, and then you know Wagenvart just
chaos.
Not really Wagenvart's fault. Yeah, he waited for Radocchia to go, but that's
I kind of lost track of everything once the chicken car flipped. So
yeah, Wagenvart waited for Radocchia, but that just wasn't the thing to do. Just he stopped around the hairpin.
Well, I don't think there's much he could have done. He was right behind Radocchia, and he would have to.
No, he waited for Radocchia to get going again, which you know. People are just going to go through, and then Radocchia just tried to get out of the way.
Oh, it's Stevenson almost into the wall. Had a real big slide there.
Yeah. Radocchia tried to get out of the way of Wagenvart, but then another car was coming through to avoid the stopped Wagenvart, and then the collision happened. And just complete mess there.
So yeah, I guess we'll have to let the stewards review that. But 4 minutes 30 seconds roughly left to go now. And Steve Stevenson, by some miracle, will not win this race, but is P2 after being in a lot of crashes this race.
Yeah, that's a bit of a... It's incredible, to be honest. Stevenson was having a terrible race, but then after that, he's up in P2.
And Thomas Barbary is following Stoian and Lawrence. No, Thomas Barbary is following Wagenhor and Ventaland, both for the Infowar team, and could realistically even get on the podium. So a race that was a race that was not looking the best for Younger GP may become a little bit better as he tries to get around the outside. Can't get it done though. Try to get a run down the main straight. We go on board.
I can't help but feel for Roberto Radocchia there. He was running a fantastic race, holding on to P2 for about 15 minutes. You know, doing a great job for the podium for his team there. And
it's Ventaland hitting the wall. That's P4 for Barbary. P3 for Wagner.
No fault from Radocchia though, and yeah, he's out the race now. Such a shame.
The rear wing of Wagner, chased by Younger. See how really close he's getting. Jeez. See a lot of people taking a really tight line on that hairpin. Now down to the hairpin again. I just don't think the slipstream's strong enough unless you're really right next to them and get a good exit combined to really send one down to the hairpin. So gets real close. I think Barber's breaking a bit later, but just can't get the move done just to the Wagnevort taking a really not tight. I don't really know how to explain it. Just being a bit slower, not to be mean. But that time
Very had
around.
to get out the throttle there.
Oh, and yeah, Barber wants to get past. You can see him locking up, having to brake harder, not expecting Wagnert to brake where he's braking. Steve Stevenson, fair enough to him, he was around 14 seconds behind Younger. He's now around 12.9, so he's gaining time, but I don't think he can give back 12 seconds in roughly now 2 minutes left in the race to go. So rear wing cam for have you on the stream so you can keep track of how close Barber is getting in comparison to Wagnervort's rear wing. It's now minute 30 roughly to go. I think this will be finishing order unless something really drastic happens. Or if Barbary is able to send a move right down the inside, real close for Barbary there to Wagnervort. Now he goes through simple section down to Raskas. Oh, around the outside maybe. Can't just get it done. Oh, but Barbary maybe go on the inside. Oh, that would have been a brave move if he got that done down the inside of into the last corner. I don't even think we've ever seen that in real life. So.
The one time I remember seeing it, I think one of the cars ended up in the walls. So.
Okay, yeah. Don't think we've seen it pulled off successfully in real life.
No.
That would have been a great move. That definitely, I think, would have just gone as overtaken season. He got it done, but had to back out there as Yap turned in for the corner. Ooh, as Thomas Barber loses the car a bit there. And that's something too. The acceleration, obviously these cars don't have much horsepower, but especially with these slow corners where you're trying to go as fast as you can at the corner, you definitely can lose it.
Yeah, well, little skinny slick tires on these things, not the huge F1 spec tires they have.
Yeah, very thin tires compared to more faster and more aerodynamically better open wheelers. Then also how these tires have, from the driver, has been reportedly very easy to overheat. So as we got as the time ends and Maximilian Younger comes across the line to finish the race, Steve Stevenson will come to finish P2. And this is the battle we want to watch. Barbary versus Yagnewart. Barbary's going to have to send a move now. He's going to go around the outside once again.
No way. Really has to do the switchback.
Has to do the switchback, but he's just not close enough. He's going to run down the straight. Can he? Can he? No, he's so close. But that's Yagnewart for Inford Racing getting P3. Going into the escape row. Barbary P4. Batalon P5, Stallion P6. Lawrence, not a good race for him. P7, not what he might have wanted. Rodaccia, even worse race, started front row. Sadly, though, bad team orders or maybe an issue with his wheel or, equipment. Puts him P8. Snowdieger, P9 when he comes to the line. And Piggy will be finishing his race and being lapped in P11. And that was one hell of a race at the end. Watching Barbary chase Wagnervort and getting really close too. That was close to the line. Man, that was so close to the line. But I guess now this race over, we can get on to probably the part you want to see. Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to see it. Interviews. I think who we might interview first is our race winner for race 2, Maximilian Younger, as we'll pull him in right now. Maximilian Younger, race winner now.
Yep, hello.
So yeah, how was that race? How was your first race too? Yeah, give us an explanation how you felt between both.
Well, first race, at the start, I didn't see that there was a car. Genuinely didn't see there was a car on the outside. It was a white car. I don't know who it was. I guess in any forward. And I crashed. I lost a bunch of positions. Was like P10. I don't know who I crashed into. Whoever it was, I'm really sorry. And then after that, I guess it was good practice for race 2, trying to overtake people on
Yeah.
Monaco, which is always interesting.
Yeah, very chaotic race
Um,
too there.
yeah, managed to get past a few people fairly easily, and then arrived to Yap. Tried to get past there, but it was too difficult. We crashed at one point, which was my mistake. And yeah, but nobody lost any. Well, I lost the position, but he was fine, so that's okay. And then for race 2, started P4, and I kind of knew that the cars in front were slower because I had overtaken some of them already. And I kind of knew where they were slower and where they would open the door. So Tim Draper, I kind of botched him out of the way. To be honest, that wasn't intentional, but I tried the move in the hairpin and broke a bit too late. Hit him and got past. But
Elbows out.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, luckily he was fine, so that's okay. And then one of the two Radokias were left. One of them let everyone past. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, we
Oh,
saw that. We
he's
were really
just
confused by that move.
pulled aside and let everyone past, and then I just had Roberto left, and I managed to overtake him at Casino. He kind of went over defensive and then compromised his exit from turn 1, and then I managed to get alongside and pass on the outside. But yeah, it was good to pick up a win here. I I wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your win, and yeah, getting the maximum points out of race 2 after bad race 1. You did a good job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You
So
after your start, you definitely managed to get away from the pack in race 2. It was quite a large incident in about the
Yeah.
last 5 minutes. Stevenson miraculously went from like P6 to P2. So
I saw, basically that's why I was so eager to get past everyone. I'm really sorry to Tim, because I knew they were coming. You know, they're coming. Everyone I saw in forwards, I saw younger GP cars. I'm like, no, I gotta get past quick so that I sort of avoid them as much as possible. Because then when you have a faster car behind you in Monaco, it's extremely uncomfortable. So I just tried to get past the top 3 as quick as possible, and then be safe. So once I passed everyone, I knew it was over pretty much, unless I crashed. I knew I would have the win after I got past Radokia.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
good race for you. So well, yeah, you got a really good race, and we hope you the best of luck at the next round. I think at Suzuka.
Yep. Thanks for streaming.
Yeah,
See ya.
problem. Now we're gonna move on to the next younger GP car, at a very good weekend. Thomas Barbary, and he
No, go.
hello.
Ew.
Oh, yeah, very interesting races from your end. Very chaotic too, especially race 2, with all those incidents and such. How are you feeling after that?
Race 1 was quality was good. Went off Steve, so it was a good lap. In the end, race 1 was pretty decent. I think if I had enough training, maybe could have better for the win, but P2 still a P2, so it's okay. Then race 2, I think I don't have to comment what happened.
Yeah.
A bit of a clown show, not gonna lie. Yeah. It wasn't maybe the best idea of putting a reverse grid for this race with so many differences between the drivers, but yeah, it happens. We'll see how it goes in this stewards room in the end. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Suzuka at most, and yeah,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
done is done.
Yeah. Hopefully, better luck at Suzuka, but still a really big points haul for Younger GP in the team's championship.
Yeah, I think in the team championship it's quite maybe the best operation you could have, because in the end I think Oscar didn't finish race 2, did finish behind us in race 1, had some issues. So yeah, for the team championship it's quite good, I'm not gonna lie. And maybe the race we needed to do a good one. So yeah, it happened. So yeah, good points on the board. So we'll see how it goes in Suzuka.
Oh, yep. Let's hope you have some better luck at Suzuka. Very classic track, definitely not as punishing as here in Monaco, but yeah, I guess we'll see you across the world in Asia next week.
Exactly.
All right, see you, man.
Thank you.
I think this is gonna be our last interview for today. Yep, the defensive maestro in this race at least. Yeah, Wagonboard. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
Alex.
good defensive driving. I'll just start off with that. Very good defensive driving that first race.
Yeah, against
Younger, Maximilian Younger.
Yeah, it's a shame we came together again at Rescas. Yeah, but I tried to stay defend hard, but and still try to be clean, but it's so difficult.
Yeah, especially in Monaco. Yeah, you were being hounded for basically both those races. Both those races, you had Younger at the end of the race, really pressuring you.
Yeah, yeah, I had the anti-roll bar in the wrong setting for race one. I thought, let's race it to keep a little bit more stability, but made the car completely undrivable. So I was slow, but tried hanging there. Yeah, but I was a bit sad about race two because I bumped into Roberto. I tried to just haunt him and push him into a mistake and not force anything, but then still touched him in lows. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was
Yeah,
ruined
chicken
the
car
race
went
of mine as well.
flying.
Sorry?
Yeah, chicken car went flying. He says chickens can't fly. Saw a car flip. We saw a bunch of cars hit each other at that hairpin after the incident.
Yeah, it was completely my fault. So apologies to Roberto.
But yeah, pretty chaotic race and very tough races for you. How are you feeling about Suzuka?
Yeah, I love the track. It's it's much better than Monaco. But again, any track probably is. So Suzuka is great. Haven't raced there for quite a long time, so looking forward.
All right, yeah. Well, I guess if that's all, then we'll see you next week in Japan at Suzuka.
Yes. See you there. Thanks for organizing the show.
No problem, man.
Thanks for racing, yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Yep. I guess if no one else is waiting for an interview, so I guess that is it. So I think that concludes the end to the weekend. So we gotta thank all our viewers for coming to watch this round of Formula Trout, and a very good one at that. I very enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me streaming. This is my first time, so I don't know how well I did. Critiques would be very well appreciated. But it's time. We've hit the end of the road. Literally, we've crossed the finish line. And hopefully, maybe not, I'll see you guys next week on the track or in the commentary box. Either is fine in my opinion. But this was very fun. I wouldn't mind being back here again. So, we'll see you guys in Suzuka next week.
Thank you very much for streaming. It's very appreciated. Yeah.